Hi Motion, what up? I am Chiles and today I'm gonna show you a step by step on how I did this project inside After Effects from scratch. You can download the full file at Gumroad. So here inside After Effects I started importing an image that I took with my phone, a print screen, just to use as a reference. With the shape tool I started drawing the shapes for the logo. It's just basic shapes, a polystar, some circles. The star behind you can put in a separate group so we can animate the rotation in the end. And it looked like this. Guess it's nice. Then I go to do the floor with the grid. So I make a comp, a square comp, a big one, add a radial gradient and set the colors. On the top I add a grid effect and change the color and columns, rows to look like my reference image. I set the layer to 3D space and rotate the X to -90. Scale a bit to match the image. Now for the background. I did the same with a shape layer in the back with a radial gradient, kind of the same colors to match the floor. I added my logo and used the image to draw this flame icon, which will be the base to the motion tile effect. So I pre-comp the two items, add a motion tile effect and a transform effect on top to rotate the background. I did some adjustments with fast blur, a yellow fill, bringing the opacity down. So I dropped the background into the scene, make it 3D, scale up and push the Z position way back. I did some changes on the color to match the image, and then I went to the details like the horizon lines and the glows. The last detail I want to add is the horizontal lines like a Node CV. For that you can add a shape and use the Venetian blinds effect. Set the transition and the width, set layer to screen. I also masked the layer to fill just the background and not the floor. And I have a scene like this. At last but not least, I had to add these boxes in the background. Of course you can make this by hand, set the shapes in 3D space, etc. But I'm gonna use my script, Ultrabox 3D. You can find in aescripts.com. Just click the icon and you have a 3D box. You can use shapes or any composition for the sides. There are some cool properties for taper, the top and bottom. You can do a triangle, chamfer the sides, but I'll stay with the box for this comp. Created the first box and added some gradients and opacity to the sides. Then I duplicate the comp many times and position everything. I created another box and changed for light colors, selected some layers to change and dragged the new one over them holding the Alt key. Then I did the glow behind the logo with a shape layer and a mask and tweaked some colors to have the final design. Now for the animation. In the original, the star is rotating and the background is going up slowly. I used these simple expressions in the star rotation and this one in the offset of the transform effect. I also thought in animating the boxes like they were floating and the grid going forward to give more movement to the scene. Just a wiggle for the y-axis, and for the floor I animated the offset property. After I finished the tutorial, I did some tweaks in the colors, positions, in a way you can animate the camera like this. I also did some expressions and changed some animations to create a nice loop. Full project is available in my Gumroad, just follow the link in the description. That's it guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to receive more tutorials about creative coding and After Effects. See you around!